In this video, I'll show you how to complete the Bird of Prey activity in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Join me and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and other exciting games. In Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Bird of Prey is among the lengthier side quests, packed with several tasks that play a quite significant role in the overarching narrative, leading to a captivating twist at its conclusion. This quest becomes accessible only after the Lackey side quest is completed. The gamekeeper rescued by Henry in that earlier mission now serves as a new quest giver, directing him to apprehend poachers who are hunting unlawfully.
And what would you like to drink, gamekeeper of Ostatek?
I call it the Poacher's hideout. Mix a goblet of mead with wine, add a bit of saffron.
I've never heard of this Poacher's hideout brew before.
Hold on! Poachers! I need help with poachers, the bastards. They think they can turn the woods into their own territory, but they won't get the better of me. I'll send you after them. You're hard as nails, you are. What's more, I'll give you a decent reward for getting rid of them vermin.
That sounds better.
Aye, so I don't forget. Hand back the coin I gave you for the booze.
Of course. Sorry. Here you are.
Well, are you going to do it?
I'll help you with the poachers. The hunters will become the prey.
That's the stuff. They should be trembling already.
Tell me where I can find the poachers then, so I can pounce straight on them.
Hold your horses. I want them alive, not hacked to pieces. So don't butcher them.
If you want it done without killing, I'll try it without killing.
Glad to hear it. You'd be surprised how many hotheads have offered to do just that. I've had enough of hearing, "They're all dead, Vostatek," and then finding out the smart arse spent the whole day in the tavern instead. So if you do kill a poacher, I want proof.
No gutting, you said. So that's settled.
Look, let's get to the point. We have to focus on Rock Tower Pond and the forests around it. That's where game's becoming scarcest.
Can I count on your help?
Ha, you bet. We'll divide it up into patches and make a noose no poacher will escape.
Patches? What do you mean?
I'll take the area around the gamekeeper's lodge, say. Maybe some poachers get the idea it's darkest under a candlestick. My helpers will search the smaller woods, and you take the rest. With those young legs of yours, you'll comb the forest nice and quick.
Aye, right. I get it. That's the best idea you could come up with, eh?
Aye, Henry.
Where should I look?
I already told you, didn't I? Stop being so scatterbrained, Henry. Try looking around Rock Tower Pond. To the west of the pond, there's some dense forest on the rocks. It's easy to find because there's a small ruined cottage below the woods. Otherwise, it's nothing but boulders and an easy place to break your leg. And someone like me, who likes a drink, well, you know.
I don't have the best memories of that place. We made camp there the first time we came to Trotsky region.
So you could be reminiscing there. Have a swim. It's a nice clean pond. I don't know why people don't fish there instead of poaching. Easier to catch a bite.
Where should I take the poacher? To you?
To the Troskovitz bailiff. Even though he's a bit, well. Look, I'll send him a message so he knows we're going to be bringing him some poachers. It would be just like him to let them go because you were acting without authorization.
Well, you could go with me.
And leave the lodge unattended? Not a chance. Not to mention that leg of mine since I jumped down from the tree.
I understand. You'd rather stand, or rather sit, guard. Let's say I go into the forest and come across some bloke. What then?
The main thing is to make sure he really is the poacher. We'd have some explaining to do if you accused an innocent man.
That shouldn't be too hard. If he's hunting, I'll seize him. If he isn't, I'll leave him alone.
That's no way to go about it, Henry. You have to be certain, right? The Rock Tower Poacher, say. He tends to spend the day holed up, only coming out before dawn or after dusk. He probably knows I like to sleep in and spend my evenings having a drink. So I won't be trudging round the pond at those times.
So the best thing would be to catch him in his camp?
Aye. He'll have dead animals, hides, bones, meat. He won't be able to talk his way out of that. Them poachers have also started using signs to mark their hunting grounds. They bend a branch of some pine to make a kind of circle. But what's the point of describing them, since I've got a few samples? They're at my cottage, next to the outhouse, where I have this lean-to. Take a look so you know what to watch out for.
I'll be off then.
Good luck, and let me know how it goes. I hope you give them what for, because I'm sick and tired of them. They've been at it for 2 months now. Or is it 4?
You can count on me.
It's starting to stink, you silly doggy. Good afternoon. See you soon, my friend. I hope someone pays for a requiem mass.
There's a camp here. What will that fella over there tell me about it?
You looking for...
Nice camp. The hides and all that. Gamekeeper of Ostatek sent me to find a poacher who's hunting around here.
Sir, have mercy on me. I can explain everything. I have a family to feed, only we're not doing well and we scarcely have a bite to eat. I was desperate, so I came here to poach. Please, sir, spare me.
Crikey, that was easy. So you confess you've been hunting here?
A bit here and there.
But you know poaching's a crime. Couldn't you find another way?
I couldn't think of anything.
I'm sure you know poaching is forbidden. So why'd you do it?
I was left with no other option, sir. Ever since this band of robbers has been marauding here, we can barely make ends meet. They got no scruples. They take whatever they can get their hands on. And there ain't nothing left for us common folk. Besides, Lord von Burgau, God bless him, he got his hands full with them and he ain't got time to put things to right in his domain. Ever since, we've been living hand to mouth.
Why are you here by Rock Tower Pond?
This camp, I've known the place since I was little. No one can see here from down below, and when you go from above, there's bushes covering it.
It didn't turn out to be such a perfect hideout, though. How long have you been hunting here?
Quite a while. Only, I haven't risked going out since I saw that ambush.
What ambush?
They attacked some company right nearby.
What company was attacked?
There was some gents riding through. They wasn't local. They camped down below. I could see them well. I suppose they was resting up before moving on. And then this band of robbers what's been marauding hereabouts descended on them. It was a massacre. Them gents was completely taken by surprise.
We were those men. It was us they ambushed.
Really? But I saw everyone being killed with my own 2 eyes.
I managed to get away, even though I was wounded.
I'm glad. Sorry about your comrades.
Nobody saw you?
No, I was hiding here. It's hard to see up here from below. I wanted to warn the company, but it was too late. I'd have just got myself killed as well.
Well, at least you got away in one piece. You haven't left here since then. You've been here the whole time.
Sir, when I saw what happened down below...
You didn't try to go home?
I was on my way home. Only then I heard armed men, so I came back fast and hid. I'm not going to risk my skin.
Fair enough. That's all I need to know. It's my job to catch a poacher, and you've confessed to poaching. So, what to do with you now?
Sir, have mercy on me, please.
There's nothing for it. You're coming with me. The game belongs to the nobility. Poaching is not allowed. So, let's go.
But sir,
Quiet! Vostatek might have told you I was going to bring you some poachers. Here's one of them. He was hanging round Rock Tower Pond.
Please, have mercy.
We hang poachers here, and you won't get any special treatment. Come.
I solved your problem.
Ah, my drinking problem.
No, not that one.
I should think not, since I don't have one.
I meant the poacher. I dealt with him. I found him and hauled him off to the bailiff in Troskowitz, like you told me.
My, you don't waste time, lad. If I had a few more like you, I wouldn't have a care in the world here.
Not worth mentioning.
Right. How about another one? This poacher pisses me off even more than the last one, so I hope you'll help me with him.
I'm ready. What should I do with this poacher?
Same as last time. I know we have a poacher around here, only I haven't been able to catch him. If you can find him, catch him and take him to the bailiff. I'll sleep a lot more peacefully, see?
Right. Find him, catch him, bring him in. Where does this poacher hunt?
Under the candlestick, where it's darkest. A short way from here, around Vidlac Pond. That's why I don't go far from the lodge, see? The problem is, it's a damn big area. Almost all the northwestern woodlands. And it's uphill and all.
I get it. Is there anyone around here who might know something?
Ask the tanner in the valley. Or even better, ask his neighbour, the fisherman's wife. She'll tell you twice as much as that old soak.
Right. Right. I'll take a look around Vidlac Pond for the poacher.
Thanks, and good luck.
Good day.
I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around here.
That's an important mission. But sorry, I don't know nothing about it.
I want to ask you something anyway.
Better me than the neighbours anyway. Especially Pavlik's old woman. Have you talked to her?
No, I haven't spoken to her. Why?
That's good. For sure she and her old man would tell you I'm the poacher.
They would? Why?
Those Pavliks ain't very nice folk. Old Pavlik ain't too bad, but that wife of his... I don't know why, but all of a sudden she thinks I'm the root of all evil.
I see. I imagine it's not easy living next to them. Still, I'd like... Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
I've already talked to the tanner. He had a feeling you'd accuse him.
Too bloody right.
Poaching's a serious accusation. Are you sure he's the poacher?
I'm sure. He earns much too much coin for an ordinary tanner.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's poaching, though.
He's rolling in it. He can't have that from honest work. Why else would he head off into the forest every other week, eh? If it ain't him, it's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
There's a path behind our outhouse. If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting. That'll be all. Thanks.
Be sure and check him out. And don't forget he's a crook.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks for the advice and all the information.
You're quite welcome. Justice must be done. Farewell.
Here's another camp. There's nobody here now. I could take a look around the area, or just wait for the camper. Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
Listen, I want to give you a chance to think again about what you're doing here. You may have had a good run, but that's over now. So take it like a man and stop talking bollocks about garlic.
Kurva. So it really is all over.
We're going to see the bailiff.
All right.
I've got another poaching lowlife for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose. I have to make a record in the Chronicles.
God bless you.
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some asshole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in barrel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nabokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip. Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done, so he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin. But I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places, and poachers always work alone. So I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
Aye, I've been there.
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Right, I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck. See you later, my friend.
This is the poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here. And it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. I must have a look around. It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to get him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
Great.
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate. Getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskovitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, It's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Miller Kreisel occurred to me. He looks out over that area, so he might know something, even if he is a bit of a strange one.
Actually, Crazel has people working for him who live even closer. I'll ask them.
Whatever you say.
Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck. It was good to see you, my friend.
Greetings to you.
Gamekeeper Varrel sent me into the forest to look for poachers. You don't have anything to do with it, do you?
Are you mad? If Crazel found out I was poaching, he'd skin me alive. And then Bonnie would have my guts for garters. No, that'll be them arseholes deeper in the forest above us. I spotted a couple of them when I was having a shit there. So watch where you put your feet if you go looking for them.
Oof. Thanks. I'll be careful.
God be with you and have a pleasant evening.
Someone's making camp here. And it looks like a bandit's camp.
Hey? Come to take us out, have ya? Not today.
Huh?
Bandits. Could they be the ones I'm looking for? I should look around the camp. This is definitely evidence. Interesting. Interesting.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah, a whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How'd you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? Well, that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. So I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took them on all by yourself. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Have you anything else for me? What about the ghost you mentioned?
Aye, the ghost. He was poaching in Kopanina for a while, right on the border between my patch and Vostatek's. He knew well what he was doing. You wouldn't believe it, but it turned out to be some Hans Caper, a noble from some rat-eye place. They wanted to hang him in Trotsky, but didn't in the end, I hear. They say Sir Otto himself stepped in.
Apart from the odd detail, it's just like you said.
There's no depth nobles won't stoop to these days.
So if I'd come to see you earlier, I'd have tracked down this nobleman. I'd love to know how that would have turned out.
We can't turn back the clock, so we'll never know. But I can see into the future, where there's a nice reward waiting for you for helping out me and Vostatek. And here it is.
Is that the end of the poachers in Trotsky district then?
It ain't such a big area that there'd be dozens of the buggers.
That's true. Take care then, Varel.
You too, Henry. Farewell. I'll wash up a bit so you don't scare anyone, eh?